What's up, everybody? Let me tell you about my Saturday night. Dude, Saturday night was awesome. Such an experience. Glad I got to be part of it. Follow along in this video and I'll tell you about it. As always, you know what comes next. Jump on board, put your seatbelt on, let's take the ride. Let's do it. Yeah. So, my boy, Big Brown, Brendan Schaub, is doing a comedy show at the Hardrock in Tulsa Saturday night. One show, one event. Friday night, he was in Bricktown in Oklahoma City. We all know I wish I could have went to that one. For sure would want to go to that one. But at least I got to go to the one on Friday at the Hardrock. Now, this is my second time to see Schaub. I saw Schaub and Callan do The Fighter and the Kid live at the Cherokee in Siloam Springs 4 or 5 years ago. It was a really awesome experience. I think it was actually the night of my anniversary, so it was really cool. Jill hooked us up. Jill's my wife. She hooked us up. We got to go, got to meet him. What was really cool about the first time I met Schaub is it was during a UFC event. So they do the live Fighter and the Kid, and after the show was over, they had all these tables set up. And then they had a big TV that they brought in. And then everybody that attended the show got to stay. And Brian Callan and Brendan Schaub stayed and watched the UFC with everybody, which was really cool. They don't really interact with you. They do line up, and everybody got in line. They did their pictures and shook hands and said hello. But once the fight started, they sat at their own table and were just kind of in the room with you. So it was cool, though. It was really cool. I'm making it sound like it's not awesome. It was super awesome. What was the coolest part about that night was Schaub comes out first after the show. I don't know where Callan is. Schaub comes out and he's kind of lingering around, but right before he came out, I had asked the security officer, I said, where's their table going to be? And he's like, right there. And I'm like, that's their table? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm getting the table right next to it, right? Because I want to just be like right next to Schaub. That's awesome. Maybe get to see him up close. I don't want to stand in line for pictures and autograph and whatnot. But it was awesome. He comes over, and as he's waiting on Schaub, the line's coming up, and he's like, hey, man, talks to me, and my buddy Frank was at the table at the time. He was like, hey, man, anybody sitting here? And we were like, nah. He's like, can I sit here? And we were like, yeah. That was such a cool experience, man. He sat there and just chatted with us like we were old friends. And I don't have my phone, so I'm going to use a phone case. At some point, he's sitting there and he's just talking to us, small talk. Where you guys from? You guys from here? You guys from close by? We're telling him everything. This is before he had a son. My name is Tiger, as everybody knows. He asked me my name. I tell him Tiger, and he's like, what? So that was cool. So I feel like maybe that was his idea. That's where the name Tiger came from. I don't know. There is also Tiger Woods, who's way more famous than me, but you never know. So anyways, I do the weirdest thing ever. Like, he's at my table. He's like one seat away, and I'm like, just getting a picture of him sitting at our table because no one's going to believe that Schaub came up and sat at our table. Say what you want, but he was super cool. He treated us great, and it felt like he was there for 10 or 15 minutes. He conversated with us like we were old friends. You could tell he appreciated the support. Genuine, nice guy. He had a fan forever out of me. I liked him a lot up until then. He had a fan forever out of me. What a great guy. So when he came back around this time without the Fighter and the Kid in Tulsa at the Hardrock, you know I had to be there. You know what else was really cool? When we get there, he brings his openers, and sometimes you hear about them. He'll talk about them on the podcast. He'll talk about Ehsan, and he talks about Deric Poston, and he talks about the 50 Shades of Brown, right? He calls them like, it's just funny. It's super funny. But I don't know anything about him. Ehsan. Deric Poston is on the King of the Sting. So Deric Poston, you kind of get a feel of his personality. You kind of find out who he is just from doing podcasts. When you do things like this in front of cameras and you're recording yourself, the authentic version of you often comes out, whether you want it to or not. Who you are comes out in these videos. It's hard to hide it. It's hard to escape it. So I kind of have a feel for Deric Poston. Don't know what to expect from Ehsan. Dude's hilarious. Hilarious. I was so excited whenever he came out because I knew that he was bringing his openers. Because I saw Ehsan and I knew Deric was going to follow, and then boom, there's Schaub. I was so pumped, and the dude did not disappoint. He's hilarious. I do not want to give any of his bits away, but I'm telling you, find this guy on Instagram, find this guy on all social media platforms, and if he's in your city or you're in the LA area, go watch this comic. I'm telling you, he's hilarious. Check out Ehsan. He's so funny. You know what's awesome about him too? I had tagged myself at dinner with my wife before the event at Roosevelt's in Tulsa. Those of you who don't know Roosevelt, pause this video, open another tab, Google Roosevelt's in Tulsa. It's a restaurant. On the inside, it's like all lights and themes and garland, and it's all like Christmas style right now because it's the time of year. But it was really, really cool. I tagged myself in like dinner before Brendan Schaub, right? Ehsan sees it. He goes on my Instagram and he likes like 3 or 4 of my posts. Right? Then he adds me. I'm friends with Ehsan now. I'm friends with Ehsan. Ehsan and me, we're boys. After the show, I realized this. I see him. He's hilarious. He's hilarious. I sent him a message. Just wanted to say, like, dude, your bits were fantastic. They're funny. They made me laugh. They were really, really funny, man. And he's like, thanks, man. Sent like the hands out. Cool dude, man. Didn't have to respond. He did. I just thought that was really cool. I love people who are down to earth. That was a good experience. Deric Poston. I know why he's Deric Poston, because Deric's posting up in the paint, and he goes hard. I'm telling you, man, he goes hard. Dude is hilarious. I didn't know what to expect out of him. If I'm going to be completely honest, which I am, I don't think that he comes off funny on the King of the Sting. Usually you find character development in these podcasts, and even if you don't know who they are, I'll give a perfect example. New York Rick for the Ariel Helwani show, right? Remember that? The Mixed Martial Arts Hour with Ariel Helwani? He ended up putting on a guy named New York Rick. When New York Rick came on in the beginning, I didn't care to hear what he had to say. I just wanted to hear Ariel talk because he was a known voice. He was a known individual, right? Over time, I became to love New York Rick. I thought he was insightful. I thought he was funny. I thought, I became a fan. With Deric Poston, I just haven't became a fan yet. And we're like, 100 episodes in? I mean, we're 52 episodes in or something like that. I don't know. I think they just hit their year mark last year. So we're a year in, and he hasn't been there the whole time. I just never thought like, oh, this guy's awesome. Except for his stand-up comedy. We're in Oklahoma. We have loose gun laws. And you know what Deric did? Deric gets on stage and he's like, oh, we're in Oklahoma? You like guns? Just laughter bullets. He hits us with those laughter bullets. Deric Poston turns into the Tanner Rambo, puts on his gun strap, grabs his gun, and he's like, oh, jump, 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 jump. And we're all in the audience like, he's shooting us right in the belly, stomach's cramping. Deric Poston is hilarious. Bottom line, Deric Poston kills it. Deric Poston and Ehsan literally killed it. Those guys, no wonder why he has them from openers. just laugh bullets. I lost 5 pounds laughing before the actual show started. What a great experience. Thank you guys. For real. From me to you. Thank you for coming to Tulsa and crushing. Thank you for the hour of laughs that you guys provided. I appreciate it more than you know. Get a babysitter. You come out for a night. You want to watch a show. You want to be entertained. And Deric and Ehsan, they just 360 windmill dunked it. Bah. Thanks, guys. Brendan Schaub has haters. I don't know why. He has so many haters. I met him before. What a nice guy. He has a lot of haters, so everybody expects him to fail. It's no secret. Google it. His Showtime special doesn't have the best rating. He's not going to go down as the greatest of all time comedian with ratings like that. He's funny. And his new hour is good. I thought it was. A couple of times he would be like, how am I going to close out of this joke? Or how am I going to get out of this joke? And he told us at one point, like, this is a new hour. He's scared, right? Because it's all unknown water. It's unknown territory. Killed it. Killed it. I thought he was hilarious. The coolest thing is, and I'm not going to give away any bits, but the coolest thing is he brings in his real life and things he's actually going through. He's radically honest and then finds the humor in it. And I'm a dad. I have 4 children. I'm married. I've been married almost 11 years. He relates those things into a show, and it's hilarious. Because I have an 11-year-old daughter, a 9-year-old boy, a 3-year-old son, and a 1-year-old daughter. That's what you hear right now. When he's talking about this stuff, I relate. He was just able to close it out. Best money spent. I got to sit in the second row. I mean, I was close. Dad life calls. Sorry about that. What I was saying is, best money spent, I sat in the second row. When Schaub was sweaty in his set, and he's like, just like that, because he has a Fabio moment. The sweat's like, and it was like, and I was like, oh, God, that's so gross. God, Schaub. Because I was that close. Somebody get this man a towel, because he's dripping. Drip, drip. I do have a couple things I didn't like. I was swaggy T. So I'm wearing this vintage TFATK shirt that looks like the Dare shirt. You remember that one that came out? I bought it the night that my wife and I went and watched The Fighter and the Kid live. I ordered it. Looks like the Dare shirt. And then I have a like a stone-washed almost, like a light jean jacket on over that. So I've got this black shirt, red lettering, that says TFATK in the Dare font. I've got my jean jacket on. Then I've got these camo skinny jeans and my Yeezys. Woo! Swaggy T. Drip, drip, right? I can't wait for Schaub to see my outfit. I can't wait for him to see the get up, the shoes. No meet and greet. No meet and greet. When we got tickets, we couldn't find a VIP package. We couldn't find a meet and greet package. And we waited outside the auditorium doors for probably 45 minutes, hoping that they would walk through them and maybe come into the casino and get a picture and an autograph with them. That would have been awesome. Not really an autograph. I don't know what I'd do with an autograph. But you know what I would do? I'd get the picture posted on the gram. And I looked like pure fire. Just hit with the match and couldn't wait to show off. Couldn't wait. I was going to show up and show out. Where were you guys? Where was the fan meet and greet? Did I miss it? Let me know in the comments below where you guys were. How did I miss the meet and greet? That was the only part of the night that sucked. That's it. Everything else was awesome. Did you guys do a meet and greet? Did you guys meet up with fans? Because if so, you missed out on my outfit. I missed out on the pic for the gram. What a bummer. Wrap today's show up with Ehsan, Deric Poston, and Brendan Schaub. Go to Schaub's tour dates on tfatk.com. Look them up. If they're in your area, do yourself a favor. Do you like to laugh? Do you live a no-dent lifestyle like Crystalia says? And do you have an hour and a half to kill? If you answer yes to any of those, or all three of those, go watch their show. It was hilarious. From me to you, do yourself a favor and go laugh for an hour and a half.